way to Twin Falls, the big city. There's nothing out here to see, but I do kind of like it. A lot of sagebrush. I need to go on a little road trip soon, clear my head. I was watching a video I did last night after I drank like 4 IPAs, and I was like cursing so much. Pretty low class, but it was kind of entertaining to watch. It's so strange out here. There's a little town. Can't see it, but I don't know, it's like a mile out there. There's a whole bunch of houses. Like, what are they doing out there? I got to go to this place called East Magic. It's the town of East Magic. There's a reservoir there, and there's an East Magic and a West Magic. I gotta go fix a leak, so I brought some. Oh, you can't see it. I got my plumbing supplies and my plumbing tools in the back. I'm actually going to the pawn shop right now. I've got like a grip of silver. My mom's estate left to me a little bit, not very much. So I'm getting a loan on some of my silver. I'm actually waiting for a little money from the sale of my mom's house, which is unfortunate, but it's just kind of messy. We had to sell it, and we've got some people involved in the family matters that got lawyers and are taking money that wasn't left for them. But I don't really care that much. But I'm kind of like, I'm trying not to take any. I haven't really worked in a while. I've done a couple small jobs, but I haven't worked in a while because I didn't know when this money was coming in. And January, I mean, the middle of the winter is kind of hard for what I do. It's just not tons of work. So I've been kind of like borrowing money and pawning stuff. Getting loans. I'm just getting loans at a pawn shop. I don't know if a lot of people don't know what that is. Pawning something. I'm just trying to make it through. Oh, without having to start a major job, like a major remodel or something. My whole thing is, I don't want to do construction anymore. My body's tired, and my life force kind of got drained out of me the last year with this couple of clients. It's so funny, like, it's such a fight. It's like a struggle, or I don't know what it is with the construction business. I'm sure there's a lot of businesses that are like this. Maybe not brick and mortar so much, because there's a price tag on something. You see it, you buy it, that's the price tag. It is what it is. But I don't know, everybody wants to deal with construction. I'm way more interested in giving people good work than I am a good deal financially. Although I'm pretty reasonable. And then there's always, like, I'm in an area where there's a ton of illegal immigrants. People have come here illegally, and the wages are down. You know, because they're doing a bunch of work, and they don't require as much money. And so there's always somebody to, like, do your job. I don't know. Some of them are talented, but a lot of them aren't. They're just. I don't blame. It's not their fault. If I lived in a country where everything was difficult and stressful and the economy was terrible because of the government, I'd want to get out too. It's nothing against them, but I don't know what it is in construction. It's like, I don't know if there's a lot of mediocre and bad contractors and people that are just, you got to make money. It's no problem with that. But I do really good work, and I'm meticulous, and I'm thoughtful, and I don't cut corners, and I don't, I'm not a perfectionist. I used to be a perfectionist when I was a kid. I realized that was just a mental illness. But I do really good work, and I do way better than the average contractor. And I've got a portfolio, and I've got references if needed, photos. I know what I'm talking about, and it's like everybody wants a deal. It's a deal. Is there any other business where it's like people just like how they just get religious about getting a deal? Are people getting ripped off by other contractors all the time? I've fixed so much bad work. I've seen contractors do terrible work and they have so much money. It's like sometimes homeowners don't know what they're getting because they don't know what to look for. And as a contractor, I look at work that's being done, and it's like, oh man, it's terrible. But nobody knows until the smoke's settled and you can't really do anything about it. Anyways, this is not the hill I want to die on, is doing this work for people who are ungrateful or always trying to get a deal. It's like, it just grinds you down. I don't have that kind of personality where I just want to be tough all the fucking time about everything. So my point is I have these table designs. I want to get out, right? And I'm going to get out. I won't do it anymore. I have a couple small things I'm doing, but I basically I was just a little bit of money that I'm getting from selling my mom's house. I was kind of like, I didn't know that when I was coming in, and I really didn't want to like bend over backwards to find work, because sometimes the work is like, I don't necessarily want to get hired by somebody and get trained and then get into a job and then leave the job after all the effort to get me into the job, because I need time. What I'm doing is I don't know who's watching what videos, but I have these really cool designs for tables, and they're pretty complicated. I'm not necessarily a furniture maker, although I've made some really cool pieces. I have a knack for it, I guess, because I've done some really good work. Like, you can't deny it. You look at the work and like, it looks professional, and it is professional. I've done great work, but I'm learning. So I have all these complicated table designs, and I need time to work on them. Like my shop right now, I have a table I'm working on in my shop, and I had some stuff I had to do with my landlord, and like sometimes just having other projects that come in takes over the whole shop, because it's like maybe there's dust issues. Like I can't work on too many things at once in the same space, especially if there's like painting involved or paint drying, and then and cutting. You can't have paint dry and cutting wood in the same shop. It doesn't work. So basically my point is, what I'm trying to do is not split my attention too much, because I'm not really good at that. I'm not good at multitasking, and I don't like it. It just hurts my brain. So I've been kind of like scrimping and scraping by. I'm eating all my meals at home, trying to save money, although I've had some beers. I've been drinking some beers out in the world, and they get expensive if you don't want to drink shit beer like Coors or Bud Light or something. I don't know. I can't drink. Those beers don't taste very good to me anymore after like having a microbrew or something. Michelob Ultra tastes kind of good, actually. Anyways, I'm going to the pawn shop. I'm taking some silver because I need to get through a couple more weeks. I wasn't trying to get work because I didn't want to have to like quit a job, and I didn't want to be in the middle of a giant project and then have to stop or not be able to stop. So I'm kind of just skating through until I can focus more on the tables. And I was able to focus on the tables quite a bit in January and February, but not that much because I didn't have like a lot of money. I've needed like tools and bits and saw blades, some crazy stuff. It adds up. And I finally was able to get some money together, and I bought like a pretty expensive saw, Festool table saw. That was $2,400, and then just a whole grip of like router bits and table saw blades and bandsaw blades and I don't know. It's surprising how much stuff you need, little things that add up. So I do have I'm doing some trade for my landlord. She's so sweet. I'm about to get into something that's probably going to be at least 2 weeks worth of work. She's going away for 2 weeks. So I'm not going to really be able to get very far on my tables. I've got to like knock out an entire wall in a closet and she's just got this small closet in this condo, but there's space. She has storage space next door. So we're gonna knock out a wall and build a wall, and I gotta put floor in and finish a bunch of drywall and run some electrical. I gotta put some what do you call it? Sticky back wallpaper in a little nook. I've got to reverse some doors, which is a pain. I got to install some doors. It's kind of a lot of stuff. But that doesn't pay. That's just trade for my rent. So it's going to be 2 weeks of doing that. I'm hoping that money is important at this point, but what's really important is time. It's having the time to focus on these tables. And I'm getting pretty close. I'll have like a couple more tables done in the next like month. I wanted to get more than this done. There's some ice caves around here. It says cave. I don't know what an ice cave is. Maybe I can't remember if it's an ice cave or just a cave. I'd like to check it out. I've been driving by that sign for 3 years. I haven't even stopped to. There's kind of a mini Grand Canyon up here in Twin Falls. There's a bridge I cross over, and people base jump from it all the time. It's really cool looking. Anyways, I have like a story I can tell. This video is getting kind of long. My life depends on getting out of this contracting business and starting these tables. Like I really feel strongly about it. And I've tried a lot of things. I started these tables like 12 years ago. I was still working on music. I really wanted to be a professional musician. So I worked on it for music for decades. And I kind of was always like, it's hard to work. That's hard. It's hard to like juggle making money and then spending it all on music and then having the freedom and the headspace to write music and play it. That all came crashing down. I'll tell you that story too. But the table, I like the tables. I'm a creative person. I'm artistic. The designs I think are very cool and fresh, and nobody's doing it, even though they're not difficult. I'm a little worried that people are going to start copying me when they see them, but I can't do anything about that. I just want to be the first to get a bunch of these out there. Some of them are very difficult to make, and maybe somebody with more skill than me could learn how to make them easier, but some of them are just flat out fucking laborious. Like these tables are going to have to sell for over $15,000 because I'm making them by hand. But they're gorgeous. And I'll do a video. I mean, there's some of the tables are in some of the videos, but right now my shop's a mess, and one of the tables that's in there is all covered with stuff. Anyways, but that's my big dream, is to get these tables made. I'm hoping I can make myself wealthy doing that, maybe a millionaire, and then take that money and do some other things with it. I have a food truck that I want to do, maybe do some investing, and then get the table business kind of off on its own eventually. Because I have like a method. Somebody else could design these and I could have other people build them. Once the methods are kind of figured out, then they're simple, but not easy. They're simple designs that look beautiful. So I'm working on that this year. And hopefully I can, with the little tiny bit of money I have coming, I can like parlay that into a full-time thing. I'm going to have to start selling these things pretty soon because the money I'm getting is not going to go very far at all, to tell you the truth. So we'll see. I'm just kind of waiting right now. I'm waiting for some money to come in. I'm going to do this work for my landlord. Hopefully pave the way for me to just be able to buckle down and focus just on the tables for at least another 3 months after this, after my landlord stuff. Although the stuff that she wants is probably going to drag on for a while because it's more than I can do in the 2 weeks that she's gone. So that's my whole, and I guess I'm just filming the process and my day-to-day. Maybe nobody likes these videos anymore. Like, I think it used to be a thing where like people would live in vans and just kind of show them their lifestyles off. If people just want informative videos or how-to videos, I don't really have the patience or time for that right now. But maybe somebody enjoys my personality and wants to watch a artist underdog take over the world, make his dreams happen. Maybe that can be inspiring to other people to do it too. It's a lot of work. It's super frustrating. And I'm a little bit self-destructive. I'm in a town where I don't know anybody, and it's hard to meet people. I find myself occasionally drinking too much beer. Sometimes I'll have like tequila. Oof. A couple weeks of that, and then I have to stop because I'll just get into some bad headspace. Probably need to chill on the beers, especially the IPAs. I don't feel so good today. But I don't have any friends here, really. All the people I'm really close with live in like California. So it's a little bit tricky. I don't necessarily want to stay up here in Bellevue, Idaho. It's a really small town. It's a good town if you're like already married or if you have a family. It's pretty cool that way, but it'd be nice to have be able to date a little bit. I'm not finding women I'm very particularly interested in. Some have, but like they're married or divorced to horrible people. It's a lot of baggage to deal with. Anybody in a small town knows what's going on. Dating in small towns is very tricky. So I'm going to hopefully focus, hopefully not get too self-destructive. Maybe in like 4 months I'll have a handful of tables that will be sellable, so I can actually cash in and then continue to grow this business. And then I do have this food truck that I want to do. This one I'm doing like the tables I'm doing on a shoestring budget, like I'm bootstrapping it because I already have a shop. The food truck, when I do it, I don't want to bootstrap it. I want to have money to do it properly. Because I was going to do the food truck almost as recent as like a few months ago. I was going to just sell all my tools and do the food truck, but I'd be scraping by. And the wood stuff is easy enough, but like, I don't know. It seems like scraping by doing a food truck is like, seems like that's something you want to have some money saved up for. I don't know. Anyways, that's what my intuition's telling me. At least I can kind of break off and do construction here with all my tools, you know. I still own all my tools. And I'm in a pretty cool warehouse space right now, so I'm going to enjoy that. Try to get some use out of it before I just close the doors and move on. I'm getting to a place called Jerome. There's nothing to see. It's just a small little town. All right, I've rambled for 20 minutes. That's crazy. I'll tell some more of my story in the next video or two.